last but not least, we were watching something about we had the WikiLeaks this week, right? Where they came out and they put out all this information about what the CIA is capable of doing, how they're capable of installing. It doesn't matter if it's Android, PCs, Macs, none of that matters. They can get stuff on your system to spy on you, to track you, to understand where you are, what you're saying, including your TVs. They have a thing certain brands of televisions that will, make it seem like it's off, but it's actually secretly recording you. I don't know if any of you guys actually saw Snowden.
Yeah.
But, it was eye-opening, all the stuff that, they're already involved in.
Right.
Google and Apple have come out and said, oh, no, that's old stuff. We've already fixed that, et cetera, et cetera. That's not a big deal. But, do we really trust them that they fixed it? But moreover, since, now that we have Twitter, we got this thing called Black Twitter.
Right.
And everybody's on there posting all kinds of stuff and talking about this and that, and they're going to do this to this and planning this, and we need to do this, and we're going to do that. All out in the open. We got Facebook, who loves to get in the bed with the government. They at any time, for all we know, they got an open door.
Right.
Is that going to be enough to plan a revolution for black people? If it's if we're using social media and constantly talking about what we're going to do and what we think, is that a good idea?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it need to be across that platform, because data to them is valuable. That's why Facebook is so valuable, because it got everybody information. You can sell it to any company looking for. That's why you can promote your business on there, because the data and the amount of people that you got on there is important. Just like with Google, Apple, Samsung, any phone you sign in, they keeping your data. That's why you should read the terms and agreement, because a lot of times people opt in to stuff that they don't really know about, and then you come to find out they selling your data or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should, try to have some kind of form of communication. But they can watch you. There's so many ways they can watch you that it'd be hard. We have to come up with something on our own. So that's what I think.
Yeah. Even I don't know if you guys heard the report. They was talking about how even Telegram. They mentioned Telegram and WhatsApp.
Yeah.
How they can grab the information before it's encrypted. When you're sending different things. So, and then Apple and whoever came out and said it's fixed. Like, what do you mean? That doesn't even make sense. How to that degree? How was they able to do it in the first place? You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to be fixed. They either they're able to do it or they're not able to do it. I don't think they can just fix something like that, because I saw the movie Snowden, and I know a few people that saw the movie as well, and. Because it was a short movie and there was a lot of information coming in a short amount of time to me. And people thought it was a good movie, but they didn't understand the magnitude of this stuff. They can actually do this.
Right.
It was more of, a lot of people looked at it like, oh, it's more of a sci-fi movie. Well, no, they are capable of doing this. And now the WikiLeaks came out that makes the Snowden movie looks watered down of the stuff that they can do, because Snowden, in the Snowden movie, he was saying this, like, they tapping into people's MacBooks and looking at their camera. Like, they tapping at Samsung came out, they tapping at Samsung TVs. When the TV is off and you have, I think it was a Samsung Smart TV, they can listen to your conversation.
Samsung Smart TVs. Yep.
Yeah. So,
and the TV looks off.
Yeah. But, you have to actually unplug it from the wall, because it still has a battery source or a power source going to it. And you got to think about, back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, what were the Italians doing? They had conversations in the pool or in the steam room, right? And they was doing it back then, so they knew they was getting listened to back then. And we're in 2017. Man, every second we're getting listened to right now while we're on this Skype call. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. we ever become, flag high enough for them to, pay attention. But then even in Snowden, all this stuff is captured anyway. A lot of it's captured. And everything is being streamed listening for certain, keywords.
Right.
But, they can change those keywords that they're looking for. Even the Amazon, what was it, the Echo?
Right.
They're talking about a lawsuit about that because the Echo stores everything it hears.
Well,
because it's always listening, isn't it?
Right.
No, it's not It's not always listening because I don't know if you guys heard about that murder case. Yeah. What happened? Well, Amazon said it's not always listening. Let me rephrase that. They said it's not always listening, but what happened is sometimes Alexa can mix up those keywords and they can turn on the microphone. That's what Amazon is saying. You know what I'm saying? So, but when it's always listening for those certain keywords, Echo or Alexa or my computer or something like that. I forgot it's like 3 or 4 different keywords to activate that. So that's what Amazon said is it's not always listening, but if you say, I can say, I guess, macaroni, and it might think I said Alexa. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, so then it opens up and it has a time frame where it does listen. That's what Amazon said, but at the same time, they probably lying. It probably is always listening to you. So
they gotta be lying because if I say "Okay, Google" right now, my phone lights up.
Right.
And it's got to be constantly listening for me to say that.
Right. But what they say, that algorithm is constantly listening, but it's only constantly listening for those keywords. That's what they claim, but I highly doubt that. So. Yeah, but
I think it's going to be hard for we talk about doing anything for self. We got if we all decided hey, we're going to pool all our money together and we're going to do X. And we talk about that even here. Skype, we do email, we do Telegram, we do WhatsApp. All these whatever it is. Potentially all of that's being viewed. And if we plan something ahead of time, okay, let's meet next Thursday to do this. That gives like all this time to set stuff up to stop it. And I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist here. And think that the government's listening to every single person everywhere. I don't think they had a manpower for that. I'm sure computers can do that. And they may be able to go back and, search up stuff later on in case, something jumps off. But, for black people, I'm worried about how much stuff we're putting out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to touch base on what we're putting out. I've sat back the past year, maybe even a year and a half to 2 years. I watch what we do on social media. We get caught up in the trends. An injustice happens. As we had this discussion in my class about is social media a good thing for activism, and I was devil's advocate. I said it is, in hindsight of what can be said, shared, the movement that can possibly happen, but we've proven as people that an injustice happens to us, we'll of course post it, we'll share it, we'll talk about it, and then less than a month later, there's nothing there. A couple protests, and that's it. We go as far as social media, and that's where we stop at. Then the next trendy thing happens, and then we forgot about what we were trying to accomplish last week.
Right.
And that goes to just us as people in general. We don't move forward. So even if the government's watching us, which they are, I believe they are, even if they see what we're doing, we've proven to them that that's all we're going to do. We're just going to post. We're going to hashtag. That's it. So let them have their, 15 minutes, their limelight of expressing themselves, because Love and Hip Hop's coming on next week. They're going to talk about whatever's going on in Love and Hip Hop. We're doing our part to broadcast that crap, and they're going to fall victim to getting sucked in.
I was at the gym, Otech. Let me tell you, I was at the gym Friday, and somebody put on MTV, and they doing the Friends. I think it's MTV. It's like broadcasting all the Friends episodes, the old TV show. And in the middle of Friends, the whitest show that was the whitest show on TV at the time. They had a commercial for the new season of Empire. Please tell me
that's still around. I didn't know that was still. I haven't seen a commercial in a while.
There's a new season coming up because they put it all over the Friends commercials. I'm sitting there like, this is the whitest show that was on. Why in the world are they advertising Empire? New season starting on Friends.
Empire. I've never
You see
watched.
what I'm saying? I watched 15 minutes of it with my sister. You know, I'm trying to help my sister wake up and discover her natural black mind. But anyway, she was raving about the show. But anyway, why? You're absolutely right because it's a distraction. This is why, you know, D-Blaze and I always talk about. I still think Facebook is the devil. I'm put Twitter's on the list now too, because when you look at Twitter, it's just this sea of stuff, and it never gives you a chance to like step back, take a breath, find out what's really important, and then go do that.